We're with Mr. Nitin Goel, the country head for Gameloft for the Indian subcontinent. Sir, can you just tell us a little bit about the event SportX and your discussion with the panelists?
Yes, I would say it was a pretty interesting discussion that we had. Right, so there were some diverse views with respect to the growth of the e-sport in the Indian market. But I think one commonality which was coming across from everybody was, I said, the e-sport has a potential, right? So which is what everyone believes in, and it's just the views are differing in terms of what is the kind of timeline that we are expecting the e-sports to really kick off in the market. But from the Gameloft perspective, I can tell we have been talking to a lot of clients in the Indian market, and there is a huge interest that we are seeing from the brands with respect to the esports, and they're open to an idea of actually doing the esports for the Indian market. Although, I think this approach that we need to adopt in India has to be a little different, right? So the kind of scale that we need to look at in the market has to be a little different. But with the way we are seeing the interest actually coming across, there's a massive opportunity which is lying to be tapped around the esports in the market.
So what makes India a viable market for esports?
I think the business model has to be a little different for the Indian market. And this approach that need to adopt has to be a little different, right? So while globally, if you look at the esports, the kind of investment which is required to actually create a esport event is significantly high. India is still, I think, not the kind of market wherein you can expect that kind of investment to come across from brands. But the opportunity lies in the kind of audience which is there in the market, right? So which can be tapped. And as we strongly believe, right, so mobile has a huge potential. While globally, right, so you would have seen esports happening around the PC gaming or the console gaming, but yeah, India is more likely to happen around the mobile gaming. The kind of penetrations that we have in India with respect to the mobile is significant. Right? So the smartphone usage is already pretty high. We already have almost 300 million smartphone users in India, expected to grow to 500 million smartphone users in another 3 years time frame, right? So that's something wherein we see a huge potential coming across, and there is a latent need around the gaming which exists in the market, and it's just that there were not sufficient enablers in the market because of which the gaming wasn't really taking off. But how we see that those enablers are getting in place for the market, which is a significant thing. And that's gonna really help evolve the gaming, and in turn, I would say, right, so the esport, right. So as I put it across, esport is more like a heavy gamer thing, right. So and how we see it evolving is the casual gamers evolving into the heavy gamers, and heavy gamers actually getting on board with the esports and actually being the motivating factors for the casual gamers to evolve as a heavy gamer going ahead in the future.
All right, sir. Thank you so much for your time. It was wonderful talking to you.